Now we are on. Hello and welcome to It's Time to Talk. It is 2:22 a.m. in Central Time, and we are with Steve Rush, Jewish producer, and Andy Bong, and we are just going to be talking about whatever crap we can think of. We were having a nice conversation about what is a troll, and we were talking about Prankville USA and yours and Desert Rose. So explain to me, why do you think Desert Rose and Prankville USA wants to make fun of me?
I don't really think that it had anything to do with you, actually. I believe what happened was they felt as though you were being trolled by me and JP, even though me and JP were doing nothing but being respectful to you. So I don't know what that was about, other than I'm on Debbie Daly's show, she's on Debbie Daly's show, I co-host with her, and they don't get along, so therefore I'm obviously a bad guy immediately just by association.
This is an ethically typical Steve Rush flopper of an answer. Okay, complete flopper.
Why?
Completely flopping it, and it's
well, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, that's all.
That's the whole point here. I don't want to get into a whole piece of match, but
I don't do it on somebody else's show,
but I think you're being naive. Okay, and you're blowing smoke. Okay,
right?
If you're telling people that they're not up to just complete self-promotion and basically reverse trolling.
Well, that could be said, sure, but I don't know that. I'm just going by what I see. I haven't talked to Desert Rose in years, so I don't know what she's about. The last time I spoke to Desert Rose, it was a great conversation. I was on a show, we were laughing. I haven't spoken to her since. I haven't said no word to her. She hasn't said that to me. So for me to judge her would be ridiculous. Other than,
here's
by
my
association.
thing. You're the first person that I ever heard play this band called Imagine Dragons. Okay? She played in it. I think there was some kind of deal where she was kind of like their, not roadie, but like, she was a fan. She was a fan there. And the first time I heard them on her show, I said, this sounds like the, 30 other bands, or I kind of put them down. I think that set her off. I think she remembered that. And I think that was the precursor. But then, once I started hanging out with, other shows and going to, other areas that she didn't like, she kind of attacked me. Meanwhile, this, everywhere I go, I hear about this stupid band, Imagine Dragons, and all I can think about is, like, she was the only one that was playing them. Now I hear them all over the place. It's a horrible thought. Horrible thought. I had to put one and one together.
Okay. Andy? Anything about I'm trying to save you there, man. The ship is sinking. I'm trying to save you.
I was trying to read something.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to talk with Andy Bond and Steve Rush and Jewish Joe, and we're just talking about random crap. So, talking about drones, do you think drones is a good idea to, do you think drones are a good idea?
Don't listen to Imagine Dragons.
Oh, come on, Jewish Joe, we're not talking about that.
Drones. Well, you know what? You have to remember something. I'm being serious. Drones have been around a lot longer than people know. Drones have been around since the 50s. So, yeah, they have. The government has always been using them.
Okay, Faraday, what do you... Whoa, Steve Rush, time out. Faraday, what do you want to talk about?
Geez, Steve, this is as conspiratorial as I've ever heard you. This is epic.
Okay, now you can talk.
Thank you. You're saying it's been around a lot longer than most people think, and right now it's just getting a little bit more exposure, and therefore people are freaking out about it.
Yeah. That was my whole point, Steve. You made it crystal clear for me.
Well, I know I'm trolled. I'm just trolled.
Pretty good there. That you really, I don't know how you did that, but you tied it together quite well for me.
Little bowl on top for you.
Yeah, thank you.
She's and shit. I hear well, he's back.
What the heck happened?
What happened? I don't know, buddy.
Oh,
you know,
Skype
right.
is just... Skype is just... No, actually...
I think it's Prankville playing
No,
your show.
it's actually Spreaker. If you don't hit the allow button, it will go off in a minute. So...
You disallowed Steve Rush?
Not on purpose.
How dare you?
It's okay. It's alright, Andy.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back, finally. I hope we can... okay, you can hear them a little better. That's good. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep the volume down here.
Sometimes I wonder if any of this has been, like, even on the air. Or if we just...
Actually, this is on the air right now.
It is. We're on the air. I've heard us. So.
Hello. You're live on the air right now.
With who? Yes. With you. With Andy on his show. So let's show respects.
Andy Bong Show.
The one and only.
Live. World famous Andy Bong Show. Right.
I'm gonna do my drop for the show. I've never did a drop for a show. I'd like to do this so that we can cut it out and maybe use it if he wants to.
Okay, real quick though, I want to say that I got an email this morning from China asking me if I had been listening to Andy Bong, and I told my friend in China, yes, I even know who Andy Bong is, and my friend thinks I'm like famous.
Oh crap, I can't say hi in Chinese.
Konnichiwa?
Konnichiwa. What? Okay. Okay, Steve Rush, drop it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the one and only Andy Bong Show. I'm Steve Rush, and proud to be a friend of one of the most innovative, intelligent, and controversial hosts on Spreaker. That's it.
So that innovative isn't a word.
It is now on the Andy Bong Show.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andy.
I can't wait to hear that back. It's just to check to see if you said innovative.
I'm going to play it back right now. Hold on, I can hear it.
It might have just been a glitch on my end, but like that would be funny if it did come out sounding like that.
Wait 30 seconds as a delay.
No, I missed it, damn it. Alright, well, you know, it could have been a mistake, but the Andy Bong Show is a good show. Check it out. This is Steve Rush.
That's right.
Way to step on my drop, though.
I think that was awesome, but if you said innovative, it had to be said.
Okay, guys, time out. Guys, time out. How the heck did this show become about you two and not me?
No, it's about you. I was doing a drop for you.
We did a drop for you. I'm helping make this thing gold. I'm pushing Steve to new heights.
Hey, Andy Bong, I'm sorry, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, Jewish Joe, I'm sorry, but I think Steve Rush has been around the business long enough to figure out what to do. So, if I want advice from you, I would ask you if you ever dated a girl.
Once.
And how did that turn out?
Perfect.
Okay, seriously, who's eating paper chips?
Well, you asked the question.
You're eating
No,
some.
you're making noise, though.
What? I'm just
Do you have a plastic bag or something? You have a plastic bag?
No.
Okay, it's not me. I have nothing around me.
So, Steve Rush, so explain to me what you do.
I am a professional photographer. I skirt around the United States taking pictures of celebrities and buildings and clients. And
Okay, now, who was your favorite... Okay, now I'm putting you on the spot. Who was your favorite celebrity and why did you take... And when you met him, were you starstruck? When you met him or her, were you starstruck?
first favorite celebrity I've ever met was Oprah Winfrey. And I wasn't starstruck at all, actually. I have one personality. Like, I don't get all excited over somebody just because they have more money than me. But Oprah Winfrey's an incredibly sweet person and incredibly talented, and she was very kind to me. And I worked for her at Harpo Studios in Chicago for years, for like 3 years. And she's always was sweet. She grabbed me in the hallway and gave me a hug. A really, really kind person.
So, where were you when Oprah Winfrey said goodbye?
It was actually at Harpo Studios when she retired.
And did you say a nice message to her?
I actually sent her a nice letter, and she sent me a really, really, really cool one back. And I actually have her phone number, so I could actually call her if I needed to or wanted to. Or I have contacts to her. She has an own television station.
That would be cool. I'm sorry, that would be cool to get Oprah running on my show one of these days.
You know, I would love to talk to her too on the phone. But I would love to put her on a show, but she doesn't do them. She's like getting a hold of Donald Trump, who I've also met, who's not quite as friendly, but a very brilliant man.
Okay, is Donald Trump mean in person as he's on TV?
Donald Trump is very moody, and depending on the day that you meet him, like when we did some stuff for his magazine, and when I did it, he built a building in Chicago called the Trump Tower, right off of the lake, right off Michigan Avenue, and I did the reshoots for it, the groundbreaking ceremony, and then photographed every floor of that building going up, and I met him a few times in offices and talking about design. Some days he was a great guy. Some days he was just complete. Yeah, I don't know who you are. You're like a fly on the wall. So.
And who other celebrities did you take pictures of?
Michael Jordan was one. You got to remember, a lot of stuff is Chicago based. So. But my favorite person again is gonna have to go back to Oprah, and then Tom Hanks was really cool with me. He's a bit of a dick at one point, but
who?
Tom Hanks.
Oh.
So he was at Harpo Studios. And,
You like? Okay, if I like Howard Stern, I don't like him.
He's interesting. You know,
Yeah.
I like him, and because he's controversial.
But he does stupid stuff on the internet. Have you seen his show?
I have.
On YouTube?
Yeah, listen, it's not for people who, you know,
Oh,
like race.
some of the
It's
stuff
very racist.
is like, what the heck? Borderline between stupid and just like ridiculous. Howard Stern, oh my God, have you seen these rated R episodes?
They're pretty dirty.
Oh my God. I typed up Howard Stern one time and I did not know who that guy was, and I watched one of those dirty episodes.
By the way,
I wanted to take a shower afterwards. That's how dirty I felt.
Desert Rose is going on an absolute tirade about us. Mainly
Is she
about me.
really? There's no reason for that.
She just went completely out.
So,
I guess she was upset at what I
I'm
said
sorry.
about that.
Have you listened to me yet?
Yes, Andy, I heard what you said. And so you don't like it? It's just too dirty for you?
Oh my God. Some of the stuff, and one episode was F Machines.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Oh my God. What the hell? I know that girls love taking their clothes off on TV, but seriously, they actually have a F machine that literally, oh my God, what the hell?
You know, it's one of those things, Andy, where, you know, this is the greatest thing in the world, is that if you don't like it, you can change the channel. And with him, it's like, if it's offensive, you gotta walk away from it.
Actually, Mr. Midnight Movie said, have you ever watched porn before? And I think I lied, and I said, that's the only time I saw that episode. That's the only time I watched literally porn for 5 seconds. And it was dirty.
The Howard Stern show you considered porn, and you don't want to watch it.
Oh, hell no.
And you're really, a lot of, and I want to ask you this question. You're a Catholic, correct?
I'm a Lutheran.
Okay, you're a Lutheran. So your religion's very important to you.
You know what? Can I tell you something? If the girls are having sex for money, I don't mind, okay? Seriously, who knows? Porn stars make $1 billion and trillions of dollars because I looked this research up. Literally. For somebody, because someone had an interview with a porn star, so he wanted my help to look stuff up. And do you know how much porn stars make?
Actually, I photograph them, so yes, I do.
Bloody hell.
I have about 75 girls that I work with throughout the United States that are in the adult industry.
Why do you photograph them?
Well, here's the thing.
Okay,
And
now I'm sorry. This is gonna be a Steve Rush. Now this is gonna be personal, and I hope you understand. But when you photograph them naked, what goes through your mind? Do you have to have a certain I'm not gonna think about this girl. It's just another client, or what?
I look at it the same way that I look at any one of my clients. If it's a building that I'm photographing, if it's a guy, if it's a girl, it doesn't matter. I'm a professional. I look at it as a professional thing, and somebody has to do that job. And if it's paying $5,000 a day, I'm not going to turn that money down.
Did anybody ever make passes at you when you were working in the adult porn industry?
I don't do porn. I do photography.
Sorry, when you were shooting photography.
I've had a few girls that I've dated actually afterward, but sexually, no. I mean, like we've gone out to dinner, we became very. I have some fantastic friends. Some of those girls are the nicest girls on the planet.
That's why I wanna. Do you know the funny thing is? Do you know why WWE got mad about that? Mad at me? It's because of that. It's about that.
So you're opposed to nudity.
You know what? If a girl is making money, go for it. If a girl is making money doing porn, go for it. I don't give a rip, okay? But the problem is when WWE gets on, oh, they asked for it, they deserve it. And that's what I get on about. I got mad at Debbie because she was literally hurting these girls' reputations. Literally.
I stay away from that because I wasn't there. But all I can tell you is that she knows, she's seen my work. She knows what I do. She's seen my models. And she knows that what I do is very artistic. I don't show women with their legs open. I don't do anything like that. My girls are always judged with respect.
So,
at the end of the day, if you don't respect, what do you have?
Did you ever meet Howard Stern?
No, I never did. I never really wanted to,
The funny thing is, if Howard Stern is listening to my show, and Howard Stern says, "Hey Andy, why don't you come on my radio show?" I would be like, "What?" Oh, me and Howard Stern would go at it like no tomorrow here.
Yeah.
That would be a good fight.
I threw a link in the chat room that shows my work, so there's no nudity on there. It's just my artwork. So you can kind of look at that. I'm throwing in the Skype. I just closed the Skype down.
You know what? Maybe you can take.
Andy, I think if you looked at my work, you'd be like, "Wow, okay, this guy he really gets it."
Type it in the chat box. Let me look at it.
It's there, buddy.
I'm looking at it right now. Loading.
This is what I've been doing for nearly.
Loading.
It's 25. Actually, it's almost 30 years. So to me, it's
seriously?
art, and it's got to be beautiful. I take a deep passion for it.
I'm glad that you take in my productions. If you look at my productions, I do a passion for it too.
I think it's important.
That's where you and me are. That's where you and me are connecting, because you know business. I'm trying to get into business. And I'm not asking for personal contacts. I'm not asking for it, but I'm asking if you could show me how you got those contacts.
Absolutely. absolutely. I told you 100% I will. I'd be more than happy to, man. If you're serious about it, and you sound like
Yes,
you are,
I am
and
serious.
if your heart is behind it and you want to do it for all the right reasons, I'll be more than happy to help you out.
I want you to look at something. If you have Facebook, go to Andy's Productions for You.
Sure. Opening it right now. Is this something relatively new?
This is what I do. Do you see it?
I'm opening it right now. You're not letting me open that. You know, I have 15 pages open right now. That's right. There we go. Andy. Is it Andy with an S? Andy's production?
Yep. Do you see it?
Yeah.
How do you like it?
Very nice. I think we could sharpen it up. I think we can clean it up a lot. Let's see, buddy. Yeah, I'm having a lot of lag, so I'm going to leave that alone. But, yeah, what you're going to want to do is probably just do that. The first thing, we'll do this off the air, but there's certain programs that I want you to use that are free that'll make your images a lot. Like I said, nobody gets a second chance to make that first impression. So I'd like you to sharpen things up a little bit and be more to the point.
I gotta get going soon, sorry. Don't worry. Okay, thank you. So tell me more about this profession. We were on Howard Stern, right?
Yeah, we're talking about Howard Stern.
So did you see that effing machine, and how did that make you feel?
To me, I took it as comedy because he's just a comedian. You know, from everybody that I've talked to that's met him, other photographers that I've worked with, they said he's just a really great guy. He's a really super nice guy, and he does it for ratings. I mean, that's the best truth. He really does.
Is it? The question is on my mind. Is it hurting the girls who does this? Are they? Is the viewers that are seeing it realizing that they're just coming on? Do you think Howard Stern? I don't think they know it's like a funny like serious interview. They think it's real.
I'll tell you this.
The people think it's real.
This much I know. They know. These girls know. In fact, they use it for publicity. This is their form of publicity. They love it. They milk it, and they use it all they can. So
you know what?
The girls are just as guilty as he is because they're using it for their own profile.
Yeah.
It gives them a good way. So.
Can I tell you something? If I'm ever on Howard Stern, I want you to come to me. I want you to come with me as my manager. So.
I mean, if I'm free, I'll
hey, Jewish. What? Oh, sorry, I'm moving.
Okay.
Hey, Jewish producer can be my secret agent, my bodyguard.
I was very close to getting my buddy on Howard Stern once. I actually talked to Baba Booey. Very close, but we couldn't do it in the end. My friend was too nuts. Too nuts.
So, Jewish Joe, same question to you. Did you see the F machine of Howard Stern, and how did that make you feel?
I didn't see the F machine. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, can I describe what it was?
Be my guess.
Was it the fart machine?
No. It's okay. I'm gonna say this delicately because I'm on somebody else's show.
Oh, just do it. I can add to explicit later.
No. I like it soft.
It's kind of it looks like you're riding a horse, and it has a dildo on it, or it's small, very small, but it vibrates at super high RPMs, and the girl sits on it, and it has a gate like you're riding a bull. You know, you turn it, and the vibration goes up and up and up and up, so the girl just can't take it. I remember some celebrities went on it, and of course they were wearing a dress and they covered themselves up, but they had an orgasm right on the show. They couldn't control themselves. So, as I told Andy, these girls know what they're in for. They know if you're going on a Howard Stern show, you know what you're going in for.
You know what? if I'm ever on the Howard Stern show, and God as my witness, you're both coming to me here. You're coming too, okay?
Alright, well,
Hey,
let me know what
question,
you
can you,
All show business.
hey, Jewish producer, you know Howard Stern, can you try and get me on the show?
No, I didn't say I know him. I said I was very close to getting myself on his show. Though I went through a series of phone calls to get to the right people.
It's very difficult
It's
to
not
get
easy.
on that level. I mean, it's very difficult. I would have to call people I would have to kiss some butt to get even close to getting on the show.
I don't know about that. If you have somebody, I have one of my best friends in the world. He's completely nuts, but he's also very funny.
But see, that's why he would be good for that show, because you want to be wacky. If you're not wacky, why would you be on that show?
It's true. It's true. That's why we knew it was a good idea to begin with. That's why we got as far as we did, but to actually get on, much harder, because it became a product. Getting on his shows, it's like one of the best endorsements anyone can get for what they're doing.
So, yeah, basically,
Selling something. I mean, just to go on as Andy Bong is one thing, but you want to have something that what are you selling? Like the Andy Bong podcast? Or
oh, that would be cool if I could do my business, Andy's Productions for you.
Andy, that's the only way you're going to be able to get on a show like that is if you're going there for a reason. They're not going to bring you on just because you're Andy Bong. You want to be selling something.
You have to have some kind of fame.
I don't even know if you need fame. You just need to be selling something, and whatever it is that you're selling, people should be into it.
Well, I mean, if people are into it and you're selling it, that's
It's a level
somewhat
up.
famous. Yeah.
Like I said, Steve Rush, you can help me with my business off the air, okay?
Yeah, I won't talk about it on the air because there's too many little intricacies that get a little bit too deep. I'll send you files and programs that you should use to clean up your site and make it look a little bit more professional.
So, talking about Howard Stern, what else don't you like about him?
By the way, I would refuse any offer to work with Andy Bong at this point.
Why is that?
I think that he needs to refine his game a little bit more.
Well, maybe that's something we could do together. Maybe that's something.
That's
I'd like to take his strong points and push them forward.
I'd like to see it a little more evolved.
What do you mean involved?
Every day.
True that.
What do you mean involved?
Evolved.
What's that mean?
To grow. That means grow a little bit more.
Yeah, I just want you to take a couple steps, further into where it is you want, just so you have a very clear idea of where you want to go.
So, okay, let's see. What else are we going to talk
Where
about?
do you want to go, Andy Bond?
I want to be...
Here's a great question, Andy Bong. I'm sorry for interrupting you. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I mean, what would be the ideal goal for you? Where do you want to be in 5 years?
I just asked him that, you asshole.
Yeah, but you asked it like a dork.
Where are you going?
What?
5 years. It's called a 5-year question. That's what professionals ask. Where are you in 5 years?
Where do you envision yourself in 5 years? Okay, I get it.
I want to... You know what? I want to be... I want my company to be where I'm on the verge of everybody knows my name, that kind of stuff, like celebrities wants to call me up and say, hey, can you take pictures of my wedding, that kind of stuff, and that's where I want to be.
So you want to do photography? Are you trying to take my job, Andy?
Steve Rush, I would never take your job.
It's fine. No, there's plenty of us out here, believe me. But, no, man, the only thing I ask you to do is stay modest. Try to stay modest, because the minute that you say, like, I hate it when I hear people say, and I'm not saying you, I'm just saying in general, when people say, I want to be the greatest thing, and I want to be, nobody's going to be better than me, I do this better than anybody else. The minute that somebody says that is the minute that I don't listen to them.
You know what? I'm never going to be the best. I can admit it right now. I just want to get to a point where I can...
Good, just be you.
Yes. And
Right? I mean, just be you, because you're a good you. You know what I mean?
you know what? And you know what? If I'm never famous, if I'm never being a rock star or flying everywhere, it doesn't matter to me.
I think if you ask me what you should do, I think you'd be a great sidekick. I think that you'd be, because you have a great personality, you're very friendly, and when you are passionate about something, the world knows about it because you're loud. I don't you think so, Joe? That he's just got this really attitude, like, and when he gets angry, it's funny, man. It's
a little bit self-loathing, but other than that, I think Andy is right on.
Well, I think you have to be in this business. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to kind of like yourself a little bit. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to talk to, a million strangers every night.
There's nothing wrong with loving yourself. That I agree with.
I like me. I don't love me, but I think I'm all right. And he's not shy. That's huge.
Yeah, that is a huge plus. I am all for that, and I am confident
he is. I mean, you have confidence that people. Let me tell you something, Andy. You have confidence that people would pay, millionaires would pay for it to have what you have. You have the innate ability to come out here every night and talk about anything you want to. And there's a lot of people that are just paranoid to do that. So I commend you.
Yes.
Because when I'm passionate, and you hear me on my radio show, you heard me on my radio show before, both of you, and you know how passionate I get when I'm mad, right?
Oh yeah.
I literally I literally have this thing to a 10. We're live on the air right now.
So cool. I mean, yeah, I think
Just a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, right now we're talking, and this is a true conversation between two great friends that I know, and I want to say I love, but that would be too weird.
Can you give me a link to this show? I mean, I'm trying to get in the chat board here. I don't see it anywhere.
Okay, it's time to talk with Andy Bond. I give you a link.
Well, just go to Spreaker, dude. Hit the Spreaker button, go down, and it's a live show.
It doesn't say it's live for me, I'm telling you.
Here it
I'm
is.
watching it right now. It's streaming live. I'm watching
I don't understand this.
Here it is.
Thank you. Thank you, Bong.
No
I
problem.
love that name, man.
Yeah, that is... I mean, what is that, German?
Actually, my grandpa was in the Coast Guard, so my real name is Andrew Ray Bond, and I was named after my grandpa who died.
That's nice. It's a nice testimony.
It's true, my grandpa died.
Yeah, mine did too. Both grandparents too. So.
My grandpa died just the past week.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Really.
It was a few weeks ago, and you know what? It's over with.
A few weeks ago or this week?
A few weeks, not this Sunday, but
I'm sorry to hear that. That is, what was
January 19th. January. It happened on a couple of Sundays ago in January.
What was his age?
I have no clue, but my grandpa died, and I miss him, and this show is dedicated to him right now.
That's nice of you. That's the way to do it, man.
Because I love my grandpa, and okay, are you pretending to cry, or are you re-crying?
Yeah, that'll be nice. No, I'm sorry that happened, man. And we all lose them. And the good thing is, if you believe what you do, you have faith.
Yes.
You know that he's still with you. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're doing a deep conversation, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? It's time to stand up. It's time to fight for the right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Here's the Happy Days theme song. And we'll be back in a minute and 13 seconds. So, enjoy. This is Andy Bond and Steve Rush and Joey Producer. We'll be back on It's Time to Talk with Andy Bond. And if you want to join in the conversation, go right ahead in the chat room. This is Andy Bond saying, God bless you. We'll be right back. Peace.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you. These days are ours. Happy and free. These days are ours. Share them with me. Goodbye, gray sky, hello, blue. There's nothing can hold me when I hold you. Feels so right, it can't be wrong. Rocking and rolling all week long. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day. Grooving all week with you. These days are ours. Share them with me. These days are ours. Happy and free. These happy days are yours and mine. These happy days are yours and mine. Happy days.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andy Bond. I'm with Steve Rush and Jewish Producer. And Steve Rush and Jewish Producer is going to ask me any question that they want to know about me. It's time to have to find the truth about Andy Bond. What makes me tick? What nobody knows about me. So you're going to be the first one. Many interviewers before Steve Rush and Jewish Producer try to get me to talk about my real stuff, and they cannot do it. But I promise Steve Rush and Jewish Producer that they can break me down, and I will tell them the truth. Go right ahead, guys.
Alright, Steve, you want to go first or second?
I'll tell you what, you can go first because I've been talking a lot.
Alright, there's a question that I had, it's been bubbling over for a while now. Andy Bong, are we, humans, are we alone in the universe?
Some people will say no, and some people will say yes, but I believe that Jesus created everybody.
Okay, I'm sorry I asked. Okay, Steve Rush, you're next.
I just want to say, Jewish Producer, that was an incredibly terrible question.
Thank you.
Never mind. Nevertheless, no, that's not. I guess it's a good question.
It was good. Gotta get those open-ended questions, I think.
I guess so. Andy Bond, who is the biggest? If you could meet any celebrity in the world, this is a question, by the way, Jewish Producer. This is how you do it. This is how you find out about people. If you could meet any person in the world, who would it be? You get 1 hour to meet with them. It could be somebody who passed away. It could be somebody in the future. Somebody whatever. Who would it be?
I would want to
talk with them.
Does somebody have a Ricola? Anyway, I would want to talk with Jay Sands from Night.
Out of all the people in the world, in the history of the world, not like Jay Sands. He's a cool guy. I like him a lot.
I would love to interview him because he's been all over the place. He's been doing. He is one of the. He's one of the most cool people ever. He does Frank Sinatra songs. And let me rephrase. Let me ask another. Okay, and I would want to meet Jesus Christ.
That's a typical question, people. Because I think I should have phrased it differently. I think the phrase goes something like this: if you had a park bench, nobody else in the world around, and you could sit next to one person and talk with them for an hour about any questions in the world. They could be dead, they could have been in the past, they could be mythological. Who would that person be? And most people say God.
Okay, so. Jewish Producer, you're next.
Alright, what's my question?
Just
Make
think.
One up.
Oh, okay, okay, Andy Bourne. Jeez. I don't even know where to go with questions. Steve, why don't you ask another one?
Okay. Andy Bond, if it were the last day of the Earth, what would be the one thing that you would regret that you didn't do?
Kiss a girl.
That's fair. That's a fair answer.
Maybe Jesus will be able to help you with that one.
Because you are a virgin, you're self-proclaimed. You said that yourself, and you're saving yourself for marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and there's, you know what? I wish more people thought the way you did, and there wouldn't be so many kids around here running around wanting who their parents are.
Mm-hmm.
Great point.
Okay, now, come on. Ask some hard questions here. This is just baby stuff.
Step up.
Okay. Have you ever been rejected for asking someone on a date?
Yes, I have.
Like?
And it was like getting a slap in the face.
Can you tell us a little bit about that day, or no? Is it too painful?
Care to elaborate?
Well, okay, I was at Honda High School, and there was the prettiest girl ever. Okay, let me rephrase that. She was the hottest girl ever. If Britney Spears and Pamela Anderson was mixed together, that was she. And every guy wanted her. And I had I would do anything for her. Basically, I would kiss the ground she worships, basically. Her name was Stacy Lecker, and I asked her out, and she said no. In front of the whole entire school, in front of the whole entire lunchroom.
Ooh. Wow, that sounds like a Napoleon Dynamite scene or something. Wow.
It does. Have you ever seen that movie, Napoleon Dynamite?
Oh, I hate that movie.
Oh, I love that movie.
Is it because it kind of reminded you of that
moment
in your life?
Yes. Okay, Steve Rush, your turn.
I knew it.
You knew it.
Well, that's why I asked it. Okay.
There's like I see. All right, just give me a simple question again. But what is your favorite movie? One movie. You're on a desert island. You only take one movie with you. What would it be?
Transformers.
Which one?
The third one. Okay, Steve.
Producer?
Hey, Jewish producer, let Steve Rush answer a tough question. Come on, Steve Rush. Lay it on me.
Lay it on you, man. If you saw someone that you knew, a girl, let's say a girl at school. Well, she's got to be over 18 to answer this question. But you saw an 18-year-old girl that you know and you care about, and you saw that she posed nude in a magazine. How would you feel about her?
New photos?
Yeah.
You know what? I would basically feel like, okay, I would ask her why you did that, and that's it. I would just ask her why, because I wouldn't get like, oh, she's naked, oh my god, she's hot. Not like a pervert, but I would just ask her, like, why did you do that? And holy crap, we have people in the chat room. Oh.
No, that's not a person. That's you, producer.
Yeah, there's nobody in here.
Well, it is 3 in the morning where I'm at, and
I gotta go to bed.
Oh yeah, because it's what, 1 where you're at?
I gotta work.
What a big baby.
Not
Do you really
everybody-
work tomorrow?
Yeah, I work Saturdays. Not for long though. Only a couple more weeks.
They're finally firing you?
No, it's just I work.
Good night, Jewish producer.
Thanks for having me on, and good chatting with you both.
I'm respecting you more because I thought you did good tonight, man.
I don't know. Tonight I had some good moments, but I had some really low moments, and I wanted to thank Andy Bong for that entire experience.
Cool. Good night, man.
All right, dude. See y'all later.
Okay, Steve Rush, go for it. Ask the questions. Steve Rush, you can call in now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Rush is not here. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Ian Brown saying good night. Peace out. Love ya.